You guys, what do you think of Cripple Creek Gang? Great band, was it not? SH2 and Gentry and Sons Trucking. Guys, right now I want to introduce you to, if you don't know him already, Mr. Long Haul Paul. I like Paul's like family to me, and I'm sure it's the same way for you. So enjoy.
Please welcome my close friend and collaborator, Michael Ronstadt, all the way from Tucson, Arizona.
Thank you so much.
Michael's going to regale us with one of his wonderful solo pieces while I get settled in.
I'll do a little fiddle thing called Whiskey Before Breakfast, which I did not write, but there's some lyrics in there. Went out one day when the sun wouldn't shine. I was walking down the street not feeling too fine. Saw two men with a bottle between them, and this is a song I heard them sing. Lord preserve us and protect us. We've been drinking whiskey for breakfast. Whoa, whoa, we've been drinking whiskey right. I went to the steps where they were sitting, and I couldn't believe how drunk they were getting. Said, oh man, have you been drinking long? They said, long enough to be singing this song. Lord preserve us and protect us. We've been drinking whiskey for breakfast. Whoa, whoa, we've been drinking whiskey. They passed me the bottle and I took a little sip, and it felt so good I just couldn't quit. Drank a little more and the next thing I knew, there were three of us sitting there singing this tune. Lord preserve us and protect us. We've been drinking whiskey for breakfast. Whoa, whoa, we've been drinking whiskey right. One by one, everybody in the town, they heard our ruckus and they all come down. Next thing we knew, the whole place was ringing with the sounds of the whole town laughing and singing. Lord preserve us and protect us. We've been drinking whiskey for breakfast. Whoa, whoa, we've been drinking whiskey right.
How about that, Michael Ronstadt? All right, this one here, one of the very first songs I ever recorded with Michael. This is actually an autobiographical truck wreck song, and I want to apologize immediately right out of the gate for my wardrobe. My hardware fell off of my bib overalls. I'm completely sober, and maybe if there's any flatbedders in the audience, I can get with you after the show to get this back. But for now, I think I'm fairly decent. And anyways, here we go. It was 2001. It was April 9th, 2001, and I think I did. I was in a bad truck wreck, and I broke my neck in 3 different places, or fractured my neck in 3 different places. Thank God I'm still here. It gave me an interesting singing voice, and I don't recommend this procedure to launch your late in life singing career, but that's what happened to me. So I'm so grateful to be here. So grateful for SH Tube and Gentry and Sons for covering our expenses to come down here. Please give them your support in any way you can. But this is a little thing called One Too Many Straight Shots to Miami. Oh, you're fine. Here we go. $1989. Diesel was just a dollar, so they came from the hills and hollered just to put that broken line so you take your truck. With a big block mechanical Cummins, soup it up, it was humming, just like them old boys running shut. And second morning, Detroit's out of Salinas, slept an hour in Amarillo, and an hour in Illinois. There was a band of thieves and bandits revolved between us. It was the golden age of the good old boy. Then it was 97. I was a hardcore true believer. There was a good girl, but I had to leave her for the Church of the Western Star. But I paid my tithes to the polishers of chrome, and then I called the road my home. I just knew I was going far. We burned them next day, the days of Cincinnati. Slept about an hour just past the Ringgold scales. But late at night I could hear my mama and my daddy. Oh, stay in college, Paul, while that turbo wheel. Just takes one too many straight shots to Miami. One too few nights in my own bed. They had to carry me back home to Indiana. 7 broken bones left these scars upon my head. Then it was on 19. Little hobbled when I walk in. I'm a little cut back on my top end. I'm just trying to stay out of your way, but my record's clean. And they tell me that I'm compliant. It's more like too old to be defiant, but I still dream about those days. Hey Gerald. Oh, there used to be a quiet understanding. When all else fails, you run that freight on town. Now I'm busted on the cruel backside of Manning, with some triple-digit large car in my mind. Thank you. Right ahead. We're gonna do a song about a fella who was turned away from a grocery warehouse in Ellery, South Carolina, and he parked somewhere it was a little bit too dangerous to park at, and he lost his life. His name was Jason Rivenberg. I had the solemn honor and privilege, Michael and I had the solemn honor and privilege of playing this at a truck show 2 years ago where Jason's widow was in attendance, and that was a heavy responsibility, but she made the effort to come, and we felt we owed it to her to play the song. And Michael's going to start us out with a Shokin's Farewell, and then we're going to play Ellery. Let me tell you what it gets you when you give them all you got. A nerve that's fried and a face that's shot. A soul just as black as a stain on the line of the West Memphis Flying J. You were called a Johnny Appleseed, a crack cocaine. You pimped a sweet ride and you flew a cool plane. You were busted 3 times, but they let you walk away, 'cause you were bagging Sandinistas for the CIA. Willie Pills are 22 of Maryville Lane. He never knew no Johnny Appleseed or crack cocaine. He lost his money playing poker and was hurting for some rock. So he hit up Jimmy Hagood, said, I need to see the Glock. There ain't nothing in this world that ever really shines like a red Peterbilt 379. Willie saw the way it glistened, so he went in for the gold. For 2 singles and a 5er, shot that driver full of hope. Well, there ain't no rest for a working man. Where's a poor boy supposed to say? He was 900 miles out of Boldenham when you turn him out of LA. Well, there ain't no rest for a working man. Where's a poor boy supposed to sleep? He was 900 miles out of Boldenham when you turn him out It's a Johnny Appleseed, a crack cocaine. Your whereabouts they are unknown. But they put that poor boy on a northbound train, carrying him school to Harris County home. Now Willie Pelson's laid up in a Carolina pen. He ain't a-leaving till he's good and right. He ain't thinking too much about nothing at all. He's just a-craving that one last time. Well, there ain't no rest for a working man. Where's a poor boy supposed to sleep? He was 900 miles out of Fulton Hand when you turned him out of Delaware. Now there ain't no rest for a working man. Where's a poor boy supposed to sleep? He was 900 miles out of Fulton Hand when you turned him out of Delaware. Thank you so much. We've got a special treat coming up for you. The trucker poet himself, Ron Witherspoon, is in the house. Ron honed his craft as a trucker poet on the CB radio, and it took him all the way to Sirius XM Road Dogg, where he had the highest and most popular show on that network for a time. Ron is still with us, still writing, and still very, very active. Please give a warm Tennessee welcome to Ron Witherspoon.
Man, look at all these beautiful trucks. You think that don't put a craving on an old bull holler? Look at the size and stacks right over here. Woo! Can't you hear that right now coming off Fancy Gap? I want to thank Tony for putting this on every year. And I want to thank Paul for letting me do one of my poems. This is a poem that will be coming out on YouTube next couple of weeks, you know, so I would just drive down the road, try to stay awake, and just make up poems to stay awake. And this is one of them. Hey drivers, do you ever truck through the night and look up at that great big old sky and wonder where does it all end and what's over on the other side? Now Lord, somewhere out there in that world of outer space, it just might be a final resting place for old trucks that lost the race, for trucks that just got old and had to be replaced. So Lord, if there is a place up there for big old trucks, when this one gets up there, I hope you'll fix her up. Lord, give her a set of silver wheels and her lug nuts of solid gold and a big old chrome-plated engine that'll really make her roll. Lord, give her a ruby forever rivet and a diamond-studded stack and a strip of pure gold running from the front all the way to the back. Good Lord, if her reward up there in heaven is as great as her work down here below, yeah, she's gonna be number one in that last big truck driving show. Thank you.
All right, Ron Witherspoon. Check him out. He's under Stray Dog, Ron Witherspoon, Truck People. He has sort of a hypnotic hold on me when he reads those poems. He's got an album out called Truck People. If any of you want to buy one of Ron's CDs, or Ron actually gives his CDs away, and you can pick up a free copy at my table. You're killing us, Ron. You're killing us, because my CDs are $10, but Ron's giving his away. I suggest you buy one of mine and get one of Ron's for free. There you go. Sir? Folks, I've got a brand new song. I've never sung it publicly before. I co-wrote this with Van Brown of Bolsna. Have anybody ever heard of Van Brown with Bolsna? Well, I just said something in passing. He said you really need to write a song with that as the hook, and this went on for a number of weeks. And I realized in that moment, that's how Van makes all these wonderful cleaning things for his trucks, these wonderful chemicals. He gets a hold of one element, see, and then he just pounds at it until he finds, for example, a window cleaner that takes love bugs or cicadas off of a windshield. And so Van and I, it's so funny because you wouldn't think I would have anything to do with a chemist. But I sort of understand his process a little bit better now. This song is about a guy who made some bad choices in his truck. He found his time in a period of desperation. So he became a pollero, which a pollero is somebody who smuggles folks in from Mexico. Now if you, like a desert guide is a coyote, but a trucker or anybody that wheels them in is called a pollero. And so this is the world premiere of Pollero by yours truly and Van Brown. And okay. I think we're gonna do this in A minor. Yeah, Milo was a friend of mine, and a true blue friend was he. We run fresh kill out of Guntersville down to Texas and Tennessee. I spotted him $1 when he was down, and he'd done the same for me. But that was then, and this is now, and the rest is history. This back in the year 11, we was working for a man who got in a lot of trouble in Winfield, Alabama. They came and seized his company, boys, every trailer and every truck. Left me stranded in Laredo, flat busted and out of luck. But Milo, he hadn't made it home, and he called to check on me and told me about this tire shop down on Santa Maria. You tell him that I sent you, Paul, and asked for Don Jose. It'd sure be nice, but Jesus Christ ain't writing no checks today. Well, they put me in this T6 with a ragdoll reefer van. Before you know, they start me slow, 2 women and a man. They sent me on to Escalon in the valley of the San Joaquin. My foot was smooth on the pedal, boys, and my powder dry and clean. brought me back with a mixer and some other kind of freight. They wanted me back in Laredo, second morning after loading day. When I woke up in the boss man's yard, there's an envelope on my desk with $100 bills in cold hard US cash. Soon they called me El Pollero. I was loading 50 at a time. I never lost a single hand, never found out for my crime. The old Don, he had friends, you know, every checkpoint, every ship. They were quite fond of the girls he ran and fonder of his gifts. Have you ever rode down the highway beneath a sweet and starless sky? And every road sign that you met, every milepost seemed to cry. Trouble, she's a brewing, son, the kind you feel down in your bones when you're running on 2 hours sleep and you're 3 days from your home. They took the roll of men like down cows, boys, as in no shape to ship. I feared them for my only soul, some wouldn't make the trip. Somewhere south of Foul Furious, that's where my reefer failed. I opened the vents and I closed them back for their screaming and their wail. When I made it to the checkpoint, they was rolling out the infrared. I was cuffed and bound on the scorching ground. They found half my load was dead. The campesinos, they cursed me then. I still hear them in my cell. Pollero, ay, Pollero, your soul is bound for hell. Te vas al infierno, your soul is bound for hell. Now a lot of you sit and judge me for doing what I had to do. You ever been lost in Laredo, your truck took from under you? They sentenced me to my death, judge asked me what I had to say. I said it'd sure be nice, but Jesus Christ wasn't writing no checks that day. Thank you. Oh no, that one's still, I'm still working on that one. So you're like the first